this is Elliott from Little Pond People, and we're interviewing Meg. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Elliott. How are you doing? I'm very happy to be sitting here with you.
Good. How's this show going for you?
The show is wonderful. One of the best things about it is that I get to see you and your mom and dad again. I haven't seen you in a while. You've grown.
Do you think that real aliens exist in other galaxies?
I think that they do exist. However, the word real, I don't know if they use the word real. You know what I mean? I know you know what I mean. They are. I believe they do. I believe they do. I believe they have always been. I believe they have been before us humans, before our evolution. Do you believe that?
Yeah, because it's hard to believe that we're the only living beings and things that move around and talk in the whole entire, universe.
I totally agree with you.
Have you ever had any supernatural experiences in your life?
Yes. I have. Have you? What would you consider to be supernatural?
A ghost.
A ghost? Yes, I have. I have had a ghost experience.
Bigfoot.
I have not had a Bigfoot experience.
Any other creepy monster?
No monsters. I hadn't had a body.
Alien?
No, I had a dream about aliens, and sometimes I thought it was true. And I had the dream in 1970 in California, and in the dream, I was in a village. You know how dreams are, right? They're feelings, and then they're visions. Not visions, but you see things. And I was in this little village, and people were very nervous and very frightened, and I didn't know why. And then the people, I knew that I lived there, but I didn't know any of the people personally in the dream. But I knew that I was a part of their village. And all of a sudden, people started getting rakes and shovels. We didn't have weapons, scary weapons. One person had a gun. And what happened was we stood in the street, and all of a sudden, aliens, I knew they were aliens, they came walking towards us. There were about 8 of them. And then I got frightened because we had weapons, and I didn't feel frightened of the alien. I was curious because there wasn't any spooky energy or whatever. And I was so afraid something was going to happen. And then I think that aliens, this is my opinion, not my dream, but I think they're telepathic. They don't need words. They just communicate, and not even in words. 1969, California. I had a boyfriend. We rented a room in a house that a musician lived in, and we were staying there. And Eric was his name, and he woke me up one night by putting his hand over my mouth and plugging my nose because I sleep really tight. I don't wake up easy. He said, "There's someone downstairs." The guy who lived in the house, he was a musician. He had all these equipment, so much equipment. He said, "There's someone downstairs stealing Jim's equipment." And I listened, and we heard on the walls. We heard things dragging. Then somebody walked up the stairs, came right to our door. You could feel somebody there. And I went, and then they walked away. And I said, "This is crazy." And he said, "Jim told me there's a gun in his bedroom. I'm going to get a gun. I can't let them rob." I said, "You're crazy if you're going to the bedroom and do that. We're going under the bed. We're not going in there." It came up to the door. It didn't come in. Let's let them in. The sound all continued. Okay, so anyway, Eric said, "I'm going into the bedroom." He went into the bedroom. He got the gun. I said, "You're crazy." But I thought I didn't want to hear a gun go off downstairs, so I got crazy, and I went downstairs with him. And we were walking down the stairs like this. We get all the way down, and we walk down, and this is after 45 minutes of these sounds. And we get downstairs, and there's nothing there. Nothing's been moved. There's no equipment, no drums. Nothing has been moved. There was kitchen cupboards open in the kitchen, and all the sounds stopped. And Eric went, what is this? It was baffling. And I went, it's a poltergeist. It's a spirit. I've always believed in them. I said, I'm going back to bed. And I went back upstairs. And when Jim came home, Eric told him about it. And what Jim said, I was afraid to tell you because he doesn't always appear to everybody who's staying here. And I was there alone, and every day I was so happy because I got to come into the house and say, hi, I'm home. Even if I was alone, I knew that spirit was there.
Thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you so much, Elliott. It's a pleasure speaking with you.
Pleasure speaking with you too.
Thank you. It's good to see you again.
Thank you also for taking your time.
It was my pleasure. I want to do it again. When I was little, I used to do something. I think from the time I was 4 years old. I lived in Connecticut, and I lived on top of a hill, and then the house was on top of a hill that went off the top of the hill. Pretty cool, huh? And I had a bedroom upstairs, and there were great big windows that opened out, and I would go up after school, or kindergarten, and I would stand in the window. I don't recommend this. This is something I did without, it's not that it was dangerous, I was very careful, but I didn't think it was dangerous. So I'm not saying people should do that. But I would hold on to the sides of the window, and I would arch up really high because I was up in the treetops. So when I arched up really high, I'd sort of be out the window and I'd be in the treetops. And I always would look at the sky, and I always thought I'd do it in the daytime and in the nighttime, and I never felt alone. The sky is infinite, isn't it? The universe is infinite. There's no way